talk about the game world. I'm going to take you for a drive. I'm going to show you around. You'll get an opportunity to have a look at Defiance in all its glory, how quickly everything loads, the skins, the textures, all of that sort of stuff if you're graphically inclined, the lighting, etc. You'll also see random events spawning at the side of the road. There are challenges. You'll see other people running around as well, and we'll pass through a waypoint or two as well. Very, very early in the game, you'll get an opportunity to go up here, Sniper's Ridge, run a basic quest, and the reward for that will be a runabout, a small vehicle that you can use. It's pretty much all terrain, and that's going to be your workhorse, the thing that's going to kick off your transport in this game. That's a great little thing. And look, the first thing I recommend is take that little runner and just follow the roads. Just go for a drive all around Defiance. Tag as much as you can. As you pass through these waypoints, they'll mark on your map and they'll become available for fast travel as well. So when random larger events like arcfuls and things start spawning, you'll be able to fast travel down there. Also, every one of these places has something unique to offer. This one's got a lockbox and supplies, so you can buy, you can replenish some items, you can buy random items that are spawning on I think it's an hourly clock or something like that. You can also sell stuff that you've picked up. There's no storage in this game. Let's make that clear from the go-get as well. So what you're carrying is pretty much who you are. There's no individual storage, there's no shared storage or anything like that. But look, the price that you sell something for, you can buy it back as well, so you can indirectly use these supply boxes as storage boxes as well, if you're really that strapped for space. And what you sell here, you can buy back here or over here, it doesn't matter. The Iron Demon Ranch has a Paradise Territory vendor, so if you're building up faction of Paradise Territory, you can spend it down here. You've got an automatic mod vendor as well, so that SMG you like, you can buy mods for it down here and start loading them up and ramping up the power of that weapon too. Over here we've got the standard lockbox and supplies. Shondu's Consulate's also got a Von Bark Industries vendor too, so you've got faction points you can generate and spend down this part of the map. These yellow things here, these are challenges or side quests, side missions. So these can be done for experience. Some of them give rewards as well. Look at this one, there's a rampage here. If I was to do this, I would get a mod cache, I'd get 500 arc salvage, I'd get 200, what do they call it, scrip, and I'd get XP as well. So these are everywhere. This here is a minor arc full site. I can actually force an arc full to happen here, literally pull one from the sky, but I'd need the Castafan pack for that, the DLC. Okay, so this will give you an idea of the game world that you're looking at when you're playing this game. I'm going to take you for a drive. I'm going to take you from the Earth Republic camp up here. I'm going to go past the Iron Demon Ranch, I'm going to hang a right, and I'm going to take you down to the crater. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on this and it's going to build a path for me. And I'll close my map. And from here I can see a marker on my map that says it's 3.37 kilometers away. So pressing V, I'm going to spawn my vehicle. And off we go. Like I said, you get transport pretty quickly in this game, which I think is very cool. Here is Sniper's Ridge.
We'll need to sabotage the mutants' ammunition caches to keep them.
And over here we have an ammo crate. These are dotted throughout the game world, so you're never too far from ammo. And just like you, there's no falling damage for your vehicle as well. On the left here there's a standoff. That's a small random quest that generates the requirements are generally pretty straightforward. Kill enemies, save E-Rep soldiers, that sort of stuff. It's pretty straightforward. They don't take too long, but they pay reasonably well. Here's a medical recovery mission. This is attached to your main quest line, but there's another quest on top of that as well. There's two happening in the same spot. And somebody's in there at the moment. You can see that one of those medical supplies plates has already been tagged. The blue object on the right there, that's a respawn point, so as soon as I arrive in this area, if this is the one closest to me, it will automatically tag. If I'm killed, this is where I'll revive. It's a Blood of Heroes, Defiant few random quests here. And I say random in that you could come back again after this event's been completed, say, and it can respawn anything from immediately to a few minutes later or whatever the case may be, and it could be a completely different event, or it could be an event with the same faction but completely different requirements. So I could effectively just sit here all day and do that if I wanted to for some crazy reason. There's generally also an event right at this junction as well, so you can jump back and forth between here and the top of that wall for that Defiant few quest there. On my right here I've got a challenge, and these are dotted throughout the game map. Generally the requirements for challenges are pretty simple. This is a challenge or a side quest. Oh no, it's a side quest, there you can go. I think I even clicked on this when we were looking at the map. So there's a breakdown. If I accept that, that'll automatically mark itself as my active quest. On the left hand side you'll see a replay arrow. This is for the first season's quest line, which I've already completed. So now that it's done and I've played it through right to the end, I can start it again and push through that whole first season quest line.
Let's go.
Jumping back in my car. Blood of Heroes. There's a respawn point. A10 radio station on the left, that's attached to the main quest line. There's another radio station on that road to the right. There's another random event. Defend the vendor. An event, you see that often. If I kill all the enemies and complete that event, I'll drop a vendor crate or whatever you want to call it. Truck, I think it is. It's a time challenge, I just passed on the left there. And here's Bloodbath Turnout. This is a waypoint, so you can fast travel here once you've tagged it. That crate there, if I pick up keys from completing quests or missions, arcfuls, that sort of stuff, once I've got a certain amount, I can buy a box which will drop a random amount of items. Has a random chance of dropping rare stuff, that sort of thing. I can also buy keys from that as well. I'm just too much of a Scrooge to do that. I've got a supply vendor here as well. There's an ammo box. There's also an armor box here as well. You look up on the top left of the screen next to the red life bar, I've got 2 plates of blade of armor which absorb a percentage of damage as it's coming in. But those plates will get destroyed as I receive damage. So and unless I've got a blade of repair stim, the only real way I can fix that is to come back here. The stats, when you look at the game, it looks like those plates of armor are attached to the shield belts actually, but they're not. You can swap shields and they will not replenish, so it just doesn't seem to make sense, but it's just the way it is. Not E-Rep soldiers in trouble. Bottom left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a small HUD for the vehicle that I'm driving. You'll see the car. You'll see health bar underneath it, so once that depletes, the car's going to explode. It'll start going red. I'll get fired off into the air. I have to deal with whatever's around me. Most likely what caused the car to explode. There is a random bug as well that just, for some reason, just automatically makes your car disappear and drop out. Generally when you're urgently trying to get somewhere. And you will see dotted line on the map, just like GTA. It's pointing me to my destination, so I'm going to hang this right again. So if I hold the left shift key, I get a turbo burst. And you'll see a white bar just to the right of the vehicle there. That's the how much turbo I've got. And it'll deplete as soon as I trigger it. There we go. And your quests list. For season 1, there's a quest group for each vehicle type. There's one for rollers, there's one for runners, there's one for Cerberus. There's some group ones based on time challenges, I think, whatever we go to. That red marker there is an arc fall on the other side. Oh, they're not
Guns are gonna
friendly.
keep firing until we shut down the generator.
Oh, we shoot at me, that's a rocket. It's just sitting there. Long. 260 odd meters, I'm assuming, to the crate. We're almost there. And there it is, the crater. I'm all about shortcuts. Sometimes the game can't kick you out of your car fast enough, other times you've just got to keep hammering that button. And here we are, we're at the crater. So that gives you an overview of the game, well, what it feels like, the scale of the world that you're in, how to get around there, what's going on, all of that sort of stuff.